good afternoon, good night, depending on where you're watching. Yeah, I brought back the old intro. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing well. This is my little disclaimer for this episode because I'm about to edit it, but I do remember what I talked about on some of these clips, and there's some of it I'm going to cut out because I know some of it might be just a little too controversial or too much for this channel that I don't really want to put on the channel. But anyways, this is part 2 of the sleeve and chit chat with me. In part 1, we talked about a lot. Don't ask me what we talked about, don't remember. I know that we talked about RIIZE and we talked about some HYBE stuff. We talked about the NCT tour and a few other things, but I don't really remember off the top of my head. So those of you who are from part 1, welcome to part 2. Yes, not quite sure what I'm going to leave in, so I'm going to put like a general disclaimer. Everything in this video is my opinion. If you don't agree with my opinion, you are entitled to disagreeing with my opinion, but you are not allowed to come in my comments or my DMs being nasty because I will block you. And you know how to push an unsubscribe button if you are subscribed. If you do not like what I say in this video, go ahead and just click out. I won't have any feelings about it. So yeah, anyways, that was it. Those of you who do stick around for the whole video, I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you all later. Okay, so up next, we're gonna do the Boyz, and while we do the Boyz, we're gonna talk about, what should we talk about? I don't even know at this point. Let's talk about them potentially going to a new company. I need it. Genuinely, I need it. Because IST is shit. But I've seen a lot of people saying that they might end up at HYBE. Please, no. Absolutely the fuck not. Do not go to HYBE. If they go to HYBE, I might have to unstand. Genuinely, I saw that on Twitter. They're like, what if they go to HYBE? I will unstand the group. I refuse to support them if they go to HYBE because I refuse to support HYBE right now because HYBE is shit. And though I do not even want to imagine the way that they would get treated under HYBE. I mean, look at the way they get treated on IST. You think it's going to be any better at HYBE? Look at how HYBE handles their own groups that they created. Could you imagine them taking on a group that already has a very large fan base? No. Although I don't think, everyone keeps thinking that they're going to end up at like a big 4. I don't think so. I think they're going to end up just at another Nugu label. Someone was like FNC, and I was like, I don't think FNC wants to be running P1 Harmony and the Boyz at the same time. They're about the same level of popularity. That's like way too much money for them to invest. Someone else said KQ, and I was like, you guys realize that KQ can't even push Zykers correctly, right? I just recently got Hungjae's other present version card from Kaylee. I bought it from her. It came in today because I'm filming this the same day I got that, and it's this, so this set is now done. I'm so excited about it. So we now have the Boyz set finally done for my top 5. To think there was a time when this was a top 7 collection. Yeah, I did pre-order their album Trigger. I pre-ordered the Riot version because it's my favorite. Because again, like I said earlier, money is a thing that exists in this world. And I only have so much of it, so. I still think that the present concept is one of the most insane things I've seen in my days of being a K-pop stan. And what I love the most about this set, particularly, is these 3 are shirtless, these 2 have clothes on. Like, balance each other out so well. I do hate how far behind this collection is because I feel like I just have put so many collections on the back burner because of NCT that, like, I have so many collections that could be so much further if I didn't.
I saw someone who said that they want them to go to SM. Y'all really want someone else to go to SM right now? SM can't even manage their own groups. No. Me personally, I want them to, I don't care what company it is, right? As long as it's not HYBE. I want them to go to a company that's going to cater to the international fans as well. Because I feel like the problem with ISC is they always cater towards the Boyz' Asian fans, to the point where the Boyz never really got to create an international fan base. Even though they have one, they never got to make it even bigger because they never really promoted outside of Asia. Like, did y'all see that world tour this year? 5 cities in this big ass country. Y'all chose 5, and then you chose the weirdest cities. Well, not the weirdest, but like San Jose. You did 2 California shows, and you chose San Jose, California out of all the cities. Sacramento, San Francisco, Oakland, and you chose San Jose? Girl, who the fuck is in San Jose? I mean, the people from all those cities got to go, but like, I remember when the tour was announced, I was like, oh my god, maybe they'll go to Seattle. And then, because my best friend was in Seattle at the time, so I was like, maybe I can go to Seattle, and then I could stay with her, and then we just have to go to the concert, and then and then they actually like dropped the dates, and I was like, girl, what the fuck? I was like, see, San Jose and LA is a wild lineup. And then to think that they were in LA at the same time as KCON, but didn't go to KCON. And then, did they go to they went to Dallas. They went to Atlanta, and then they went to New York. That's it. Also, I'm gonna say it right now, I loved Red Hair Eric, and I really hope he makes a comeback one day. But I would also understand if he doesn't do it again, because honestly, my head looks... To think, I'm watching back some of my old videos right now, and to think that some of you guys have been watching for that long is kind of crazy to me. Because these videos are low-key boring as hell. Like, I'm watching the 17 one, and I'm remembering now why there's no background music, because it literally would not export when I had the music in it. But the second I took the music out, it exported in like 5 minutes. I should have done some more time lapses or speed ups, because there were so many empty gaps in here. So hold on. For those of you who don't know, I actually watch YouTube videos while I do videos, because, girl... Okay, now that we've reached the point where I have a lot of cards, I'm just gonna pull them all out. I don't feel like continuously doing this. My fucking hands... My fingers are starting to really actually hurt, because I don't have the extension of a nail. So I gotta use basically my entire fucking finger to get these out. There we go. Also, let me know down below, what was your favorite song from Love Letter? Was it Hurt Me Less? Was it Dear? Or was it Nectar? Mine was Nectar. Probably, but also Nectar for me is always gonna hold a special place because it was my first comeback with them. It's just sad to think that, you know, as of right now, it may be one of the last ones I've had with them, like my first and one of my last. I'm glad we got Trigger though, so that if it is the last, it's not like the actual last. Because that would make me sad. Although I don't understand why they named it Write and Send for the versions when it could have been Hurt Me Less and Nectar, since that's what's on the cards, but okay. I mean, I get it, it's called Love Letter, but like... I think the thing I hated about this is they basically try to promote it alongside of it being a full album as a single, like as a mini album, when to me it's a single album, because it literally has 3 songs. That's the most single album to single album. I think the other thing I didn't like about the 17 tour was, like, they easily could have sold out a stadium or two. Why did we not use that to our advantage? Especially since you can just tell that the members wanted to see Carrots. But, like, 17 is such a large K-pop, like, they're one of the biggest K-pop groups right now. HYBE, you could have made more money off of them by sending them, one, to more areas, or two, put them in stadiums. Because then the problem is that you put them in such a limited amount of areas that the tickets got fucking skyrocket priced. Because then it became like a rare concert. Here we go. That's the Boyz, all double sleeved. I low-key want to make a cover page for here. I need to get some more cards because this binder is very bottom heavy because of Eric. Next we have my little precious babies. My babies, NEXZ and ZEROBASEONE. NEXZ are having a comeback. Oh my god, it's like 12 days away. I'm so excited. I've been waiting for their comeback since they have their debut. And by comeback, I mean they've had comebacks since their debut. But what I mean by comebacks is, I mean, you know, a comeback that's not just a Japanese version of their Korean album or a Korean version of their Japanese album. I mean, like, an actual comeback with new music. Yes, they've had a few new songs, but I mean, like, actual, you know what I mean. So it's so good, and I'm so excited. They've been dropping teaser photos. We're now on teaser photo, I think, 3 or 4. And in yesterday's teaser photos, I'll put it on the screen which one it was, but yesterday's teaser photos, they had some, like, instrumental in the background, and I tried to Shazam it, and it won't pull up, so I think it may be an instrumental from the album, because, you know, JYP likes to do that sometimes. And if it is, we're finally getting a hip-hop concept. Finally, for a group that's been doing... Because, you know, like, they go to Music Bank, like, all those Music Bank festivals where it's, like, the big, you know, like, in a stadium or whatever. They would always do, like, a cover song, and it would always be hip-hop, and everyone's like, this is not their concept. Why are they doing this? And I'm like, who's going to tell JYP to get it together? Because I'm about to. Because I loved Ride the Vibe, but it felt like a very safe debut. And honestly, if this new album is anything like I think it's going to be, which I think it's going to be very... I think it's going to be a little bit more hip-hop than I'm expecting, then I'm expecting them to... I think it's because I'm gonna say this. Ride the Vibe, to me, as a debut, feels like a very solid debut because it was a very safe choice for a debut. Because if they had come out of the gate with the hip-hop concept, I don't know how well that would have actually rolled over. You know what I mean? Whereas them doing it more of like a... Because again, they're also a Japanese group. Well, they were, but I think JYP is trying to promote them more as like a global group, like Stray Kids and Twice and ITZY. Then they're trying to promote them as like NEXZ. Because NEXZ, which is the Japanese girl group, really only promote in Japan. They just had their Korean debut this time last year, and it blew up. But that's because they do, like, more of the cutesy kind of stuff. And you know, right now in K-pop, cutesy doesn't really sell anymore. Oh, I can't wait to finish their collection and can't wait to get their albums. I'm buying their albums my next paycheck. So excited. But I can't wait. The concept photos have been eating down. I'll put one of each of them on the screen right now. And I hope that their Nemo set's going to be like this one for their new album, and not like... Because they gave us a full OT set. And then the like special card were like concepts. But So it's everything for my little babies. I can't wait for their concept. I can't wait for their comeback. My bad, I said concept because I said... Okay, we still have a lot of sleeves left, so I'm not super worried about it right now. Let's talk a little bit about ZEROBASEONE. They're on tour right now. I've been getting clips of it all the time. I love it. I love it. That's already doubled. But yes, they've had 2 comebacks this year. I genuinely wouldn't be surprised if they had a 3rd one. But it hasn't been announced yet, so I'm gonna go with no. But I wouldn't be surprised if they would come back at the beginning of the year. Like, if they come out and have a comeback in, like, January, February, I personally wouldn't be surprised. I didn't realize I had this many ZEROBASEONE cards. I think it's just because they're 4 albums in, and I feel like I'm so behind on their collection, but at the end of the day, I have a lot of their cards already. Like, but yeah, I don't know. I think I would love for them to be a permanent group so much, but I don't know. I don't know. What do they want to be a permanent group, I guess is the real question. Because I always hear people like, they need to be a permanent group. I want them. Do they want to be? Because let's remember that at the same time, like, they're under different companies. Because I see that argument all the time. Like, they should be, I want them to be a permanent group. Okay, but let's think about it. Do the members want to be a permanent group? Because if you really think about it, it's up to the members, really. I mean, if they want to fight to become a permanent group, that's on them. But I think part of the allure of them that makes them so popular is that they are temporary. So many of us that are zeros try to buy everything now because in 3 years it won't be here. Like, it will be here, but it's going to cost more because it's going to be rarer. Because they won't be an active group anymore, which the thought of that makes me sad, but I try not to think about it because I will follow these 3 at least wherever they go. Especially Jiwoon. I will follow Jiwoon wherever he goes. He's the reason I'm in the group. Hanbin needs to stay in the entertainment industry somehow. Whether it's as an idol, as an MC, he needs to be in it somehow because he just is such a shining star. He needs to stay in it somehow. I need to make 2 stacks because this stack's about to fall over. Jiwoon, go in the goddamn binder. Don't piss me off. Do not piss me off. But I also feel like part of it is, I don't think they're going to be a permanent group because I feel like Wake One has been low-key trying to, I don't want to say sabotage their success, but I feel like it's been kind of sabotaged so that they don't blow up too big, so that when it does get announced that they're not going to continue as a group, it's not as earth-shattering. But, like, I want them to come to America at least once. That's all I ask for. I want to see ZEROBASEONE in person one time on their own tour. Not KCON, not none of that. On their own tour. Just once. That's all I ask for. That's all I ask for, Wake One. But if we're going to do it like middle of next year. I have enough going on. Because I would love to go see them. Because right now they're on tour and it's really just an Asian tour. I would love to see them do one world tour before they disband. And I'm not trying to say that they're going to disband, but it's called being realistic, okay, babe? Because, again, I can tell you, if anything, it might end up being like Kepler, where, like, some of them resign. But I would be surprised if they all resigned. I really would. Kind of how I feel right now about NCT also. Like, when those NCT slave contracts are up, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of them don't resign. Like, I think NCT is gonna end up like Shiny, end up like EXO, where like half of them are still signed, the other half aren't. So the reason I call this the high binder, this is actually the chaos binder, but I call it the high binder, the miscellaneous binder. But I call it the high binder because a lot of the groups in here are HYBE groups. So let's kind of talk about HYBE. So everybody knows what's going on with HYBE. If you don't know what's going on with HYBE, I will let you know. They are dirty as fuck. But we knew that. But if you didn't know, you're going to learn now. There's this big thing that came out about, you know, them bullying their artists, this, that, and the third. Hani from New Jeans spoke up against them, this, that, and the third, right? That all happened. If you didn't know, now you do. Whatever. So that all happened. Well, because of that, there was an internal investigation by some board. I'm gonna pull all of the cards out and we'll just double sleeve them all at once. Anyways, all of that happened and a lot got revealed. Well, part of what got revealed was that they are obsessed with EXO. They were talking shit about a bunch of other groups, including rookie groups, their own groups, their own members. They were comparing their groups against each other. Like, they were just being very grimy, very dirty, very nasty. But then it's HYBE Entertainment, like HYBE labels, I'd be surprised. But anyways, let's talk New Jeans. Let's talk New Jeans. HYBE, when I catch you, count your days. Stop punishing my girls. They did nothing to you. In fact, they've only done giving you money. Because New Jeans and HYBE are honestly the only two reasons I still support that company to a point. Because I love both of those groups so much. So, let's get into it. So, y'all know I'm a stay. Y'all know I'm a ITZY. Y'all know I'm a carrot. Y'all know I'm all these groups, right? I stand a bunch of groups. Let's start with Minjay just because he's at the bottom, and we'll just make the piles. But they're nasty, they're gross, they're disgusting. The way that they were talking about some of these idols, including minors, needs to be handled in a court of law. Some of these companies, I'm gonna need some of them to start suing HYBE. I need these idols to be free. I do. 2US is having a comeback soon, and genuinely don't know if I'm gonna buy it. I might just buy the photo cards instead. It's kind of where I'm at with HYBE in general. I don't know if I'm gonna buy the albums anymore or just buy the photo cards because I really never pull my biases anyways. So yeah. TXT had their comeback. I have not listened to it yet. I don't really want to listen to it because I'm scared I'm going to love it. And then if I love it, I'm going to go buy it. And I don't want to buy it because I'm trying to save money right now because Ateez is having a comeback next week. NCT Dream is having a comeback next week. Oh, goodness. Minji. What am I going to do about you, sweetheart? Well, first I need to get you the fuck out of that company, that shitty-ass company talking shit about you and your group, trying to create a new Jeans. Don't piss me off. How the fuck you gonna replace a group that you spent the last 2 years building? That's the thing that I think kills me about this whole Illit New Jeans thing, right? Nothing against Illit. In fact, I wish them nothing but the best, but I don't support them because I personally don't like the music. It's not my vibe. But to sit here and say that you want to replace New Jeans with Illit, when New Jeans is the ones bringing you so much money right now, is actually fucking wild to me. That is insane, and you need to be slapped. Because, what the fuck do you mean? You just debuted this group not even 2 years ago, alongside the Seraphim. You've spent almost a year and a half, almost 2 years, building this group up to be the biggest girl group in your label. And then now, because you had a survival show, now you want to kill them. You want to stint them to the point where they've had one comeback this year that was 2 songs. The Seraphim has had 2. Illit's now had 2. New Jeans is starting to fade into obscurity, but not in this household. No, ma'am. I saw that they performed at some event, baby. I have never watched something on YouTube so fast in my life. Where did they perform? I have no idea. Did I watch the performance 4 times? Sure did. Did I cry while watching them do it? Absolutely. And I'll do it again. I love these girls so much. And it's so funny because if you had told me a year ago that I would be this much in love with New Jeans, I wouldn't believe you. I love these girls down. I think it's because I finally caved, truly got into them, picked a bias, and it's always my downfalls when I get a bias. The fact that of all of this, the most cards I have is for Minji is actually funny to me. Girl, that's weird. Real. So we still have to do NCT, ITZY, and Stray Kids, but honestly, I may make a part 2 because I don't think I can keep going. My shoulder is starting to actually hurt. Or I'll just film the other half of this video later. I don't know. It's like, I still have LE SSERAFIM, IVE, IDOL, Even, and HYBE, BTS, Ateez, Stray Kids, NCT Dream, NCT 127, WayV, and ITZY, and NEXZ Pt.2. Oh my goodness. Let's get these. Let's do it. Let's do it. We got this. We got this. Now we trying to motivate myself to finish this because right now all I want to do is quit. But it's because I want to get these cards put back in the binder. That's really why. Also, I'm really bored. I'm really bored. And there's certain things I want to talk about under HYBE that I want to talk about when I get to their groups. Like in HYBE, I have some things to say about it in HYBE because right now, as someone who casually stands them, watching them low-key deteriorate this year is pissing me off. Not them. I mean their health. If you know, you know. And if HYBE announces one more goddamn thing related to this group, besides a break, I swear to God, I'm getting on a plane. And cussing that man clean out. I understand that they are technically slaves to him for some reason. I don't understand what's happened in the HYBE because 3 years ago they weren't treated like this. 2 years ago they weren't treated like this. Is it because they've actually finally made a name for themselves? Is that what it is? Because now all of a sudden we want to be promoting them? Also, let's talk about S-Coops for a second while I'm on HYBE. If I hear one more person talking about how he's dancing, he's performing, I thought he was injured, isn't that what he done in the military? That he wanted to go. They wouldn't let him. They being the South Korean government. Shut your uneducated dumb ass up. If you're gonna speak on it, at least get educated first because he wanted to go. Because as a South Korean man, he knows that that is a legal requirement, but when you're exempt by the country itself, you can't go. So, shut up. I don't want to hear about it anymore. Thank you. Anyways, moving on. Before I get pissed off again. Let's talk in HYBE. One, everything I'm about to say, nothing against the boys, obviously. I love these boys. I love these boys down. I love these boys down. Okay? Love Jay. Jay is honestly one of my ults. And will continue to be because he's my Seattle boy. Honestly, I have a connection to him just because he's from Seattle. And I'm from Seattle. So, baby, look at us. Twinning them. I have a connection to him. Also, I just love him so much. So much. I couldn't tell you why, but I do. This is still my favorite photo card of him ever. This photo card used to lived in my phone for the longest time until I started to actually care about photo cards. And then I saw how much that photo card costed on Pokemarket. I said, girl, get that shit on my phone right now. Because actually, I think it's funny. Last year, I went to Tallahassee to go visit my friends who live up there that I went to high school with. I was going to go this year too, but again, financially was not a smart decision to miss work to go. So anyways, I went up there last year and not Romance Untold. Orange Blood hadn't come out yet. But this photo card right here, this was my first ever J photo card. This bitch, the reason it's like low-key scraped up and damaged is because it lived unprotected in my phone for like 4 months straight. Because this time last year, I swear to God, I was so in love with him. I still am, but like, again, I've found NCT since then, so. Jay, honestly, for the longest time was like my ult of ults. But that was back before I started to like collect photo cards, collect everything. I didn't even have a photo card binder at that time, like I do now. I'm still trying to decide if I'm gonna finish these Ateez sets or not for my top 5, these other 3 of my top 5. Because I'm not collecting them for... I wasn't even going to collect these. I just got these because Shy gifted them to me. The other thing that makes me sad about not going to the 17 tour is I'm watching it back. The set list is like literally all of my favorite songs. Like, don't piss me off. Oh, I can't wait to talk about the NCT tour because I got some thoughts on that bitch. I got some thoughts about what I've seen on Twitter since that shit was announced. But I'm gonna hold back for now. We'll talk about it when we get to NCT. I think I may do a whole NCT video because, girl, I ain't got time for this. This video is probably like over an hour long already. And to think, we haven't even reached the ults yet. I'm gonna put these photo cards back in their binder.
I love Vipers.
TOUS is another group that right now I feel like needs to get out of HYBE. Because for a group that's under the same label, that is supposed to be the TXT to... how TXT is to BTS to 17, genuinely grinds my gears the way that they are just so under-promoted. I know this fits, it's not, it's crooked, there we go. There we go. Tight fit, but it fits. This isn't the right order, but low-key I like this more anyway, so it's fine. Minji, baby, I promise we're gonna get you out of there one day. Oh, can't wait to be done putting these in so I can take a break. Park Hanbin, stop taking my heart every time I see you. This goes here. Jay, get in the binder. Don't piss me off. My love, don't piss me off. Still can't do this. Was a crazy album pull. Like I really pulled my man. My man, my man, my man. This is an engine card. I have had the thought of potentially moving him into a different binder. Yuno has blonde hair. Mingi has... They have silver hair for this comeback. I'm not okay. I'm not well. Me and Shy were talking about this the other day. I was like, I'm not well. I was like, I'm only collecting my top. No. Because they hate me. Not just that, it's blonde undercut Mingi in a big puffy jacket. Don't piss me off. Okay, there we go. After about 3 years of filming, we're gonna take a fat break, probably a couple hours. I might come back tonight and finish this because we still have this many sleeves and this many sleeves, and we still have 8 binders to go. And I feel like I want to genuinely cry right now, so we're gonna take a break. So I will see you guys later. Hey y'all, so we are back. It is now the next day. No, it is now 2 days later actually, because it's like definitely not, totally not 3 o'clock in the morning. Anyways, we're in the final stretch. We just have NCT and ITZY. That's it. Everything else I sleeved yesterday. I don't know how long this video is yet. I haven't even started editing it, but I know that it's long as hell because the clips alone, like in recording, were 20+ minutes. Anyways, while I'm holding Wavy in my hands, let's kind of talk about Wavy. Where the fuck is Win-Win? Where is Win-Win? Me and Shy were talking about this. I understand he hasn't really been an active member of the group this year, but y'all couldn't find a way to put him in the season's greeting? You couldn't book him for a 1-day photo shoot? Okay. It's giving lack of effort, is what it's giving. But they are having a comeback soon. They're having a comeback. I'll put it on the screen. I think it's like the last week of this month. It's like the week of Thanksgiving, which I think is very interesting. Well, I mean, obviously, they don't really celebrate Thanksgiving the way we do. Anyways, so they're having a comeback. I'm excited. But also, now that it is almost 2 days since my last recording session for this video, partially because after my shoulder literally still hurts from all the sleeving and unsleeving and resleeving of these cards. Thankfully, these ones are already, I took care of all of that off camera today. But anyway, some of these cards are already single sleeved correctly because some of these are the cards, a lot of these cards already were double sleeved, but I ran out of sleeves, so I took them off of the cards to put them onto the new cards I put in my most recent storing photocard video, so that they had some sleeves. But yeah, anyways, back to the point. So but now that it is like 2 days later, it is the day after election day if you are living in the US. Well, at this point it's now 2 days after election day, but okay, these Taeyoungs are not, I never double sleeve the solos, that's why. So the solos are gonna have to get switched around. That's fine. Anyways, it is the day after the election day, and yes, I'm not gonna speak too much on it because, to be honest with you, I genuinely don't really care who the president is. And maybe that's just because I'm so young and naive, but to me, it doesn't matter who the president is. I just live here. I just exist within America these days. Because all I care about is, do I have a job to go to? Because right now I'm in such a weird place as a human being, but also in a financial standing right now that, to be honest with you, I genuinely just care right now about getting a check because, girl, these K-pop companies want to keep announcing tours. I need money for said tours. So I need to be at work. And that's all I really care about. So that's where I was going with that. Now that it's a little bit like 2 days after, I was rewatching that clip, and I do realize that basically what I was trying to say that I don't think I really got to, because I was just in the heat of the moment and I just really was like, had a lot on my mind in that moment. What I was trying to say is I am still supporting the boycott of RIIZE. I'm not actively listening to their music like on Spotify. I say Spotify because I use Spotify, that's why. I'm not actively watching their content. I haven't watched any RIIZE and RIIZEs. I'm not watching any music videos. But I am going to be purchasing their photo cards from Pokemarket in the meantime and working on their photo card collection. And when they do have their comeback, which they probably will have a comeback in the like probably Q1 or Q2 of next year, I do plan on potentially, you know, supporting it. I do want to support the other 6 members, and I think that's kind of that's basically what the point of what I was trying to say was. But again, I was so caught up in my like feelings and everything that I kind of just lost the plot when I was saying all of that. So yeah, that's what I meant yesterday or 2 days ago, whenever the hell you want to say I filmed that video on Tuesday. It is now Thursday. Right now I'm trying to film a bunch of content because I have family coming into town, so I obviously won't be filming as much as normal. And also I don't have anything really to put out while they're here, and maybe I could take a little break, but I don't know. I enjoy putting out videos, and I enjoy reading comments and everything and talking with you guys in the comments. I try my hardest to actually answer every comment. Sometimes there are comments where I'm genuinely just don't know what to say, so that I kind of just don't answer them. But like I'll heart all of the comments, or I'll like put a thumbs up on them or something. But anyways, sorry if I sound a little tired. Again, it is 3 o'clock in the morning, and I've been up since, well, 7 o'clock yesterday morning for work. So I just wanted to finish this last because I knew it wasn't that much left. But yeah, that was the summary of RIIZE. Basically, I'm going to still be supporting them. It's just I'm not actively streaming them, buying albums, none of that. But I am going to be buying photo cards, and I'm just wanted to put that out there because when I'm going to be, you know, working on their collection in the meantime through Pokemarket, and I know that some people feel a type of way about secondhand, but again, it's Pokemarket. I don't know how all of that works. All I know is that they have the cards I want for cheap right now, so I want to snatch them up before, because that's been one of the other good things about this boycott a little bit, is that there's a lot of people who are not actively, you know, working on their photo card collection, so the photo cards are a little bit cheaper right now. But also, I've been missing my boys. I'm sorry, I really am. You know, right before, like literally I've talked about this a little bit, and a little bit I've mentioned it, but like right before all of this happened, I was starting to be like, you know what, I'm truly gonna old them. Like I went from like I'm a casual listener like back in May to okay, I'm standing them in August, and then once we hit September, I was like, you know what, they're in my top 10 groups. And then everything happened, and it's been, I don't know what it's been since then, but it's definitely not been the same. And now I'm at the point now where it's like, okay, and again, I think one of the main reasons why I personally am not 100% supporting the boycott anymore is because I've been personally attacked by way too many fans, which again, I understand we're all, you know, at a really weird spot right now, but you know, just because I retweeted a tweet from one of the 25 Sungchan fan accounts that was of a new photo of him that was taken at a fan sign that they went to after that was still scheduled, that was pre-scheduled, that the boys themselves were at, after I retweeted that and then literally had someone in my DMs calling me a fake fan, that's when I was like, you know what, I'm done. I will continue to not stream the music. I will continue to not watch any of the content. They are still blocked on Instagram. I'm still doing all of that, but when it comes down to the nitty gritty, babe, I'm still gonna buy their photo cards. If I go to my local K-pop store and they have RIIZE's album, I may buy it because, again, it's already been purchased. And my local K-pop store here in Orlando and the one down in Tampa, they have RIIZE and Epilogue albums in stock right now. And because I've reached out to them, like, you know, personally, like on email, but also I know some of the people that work at the store here in Orlando. So I was like reaching out to like one of my mutuals on Twitter who works there. And I was like, hey, do you guys have the Sungchan film version? She was like, yeah, we do, because, you know, nobody's buying it right now. And she was like, but I was like, okay, well, when did you guys get that? And she's like, we got it back in August. Like, they ordered it back in August. It got shipped out in September after the, you know, combo comeback happened. And then I was like, okay, what about the Lucky album? And she was like, yeah, we have, like, the thing is, like, they just got their Lucky albums from RIIZE's Japanese release. So I was like, okay, Bestie, I'm gonna be up there sometime soon to get them, because, again, I don't mind buying it from my local K-pop store, because, again, a lot of my local K-pop stores are actively supporting the boycott, but they already had this stuff from before the boycott. So, and I've seen a lot of people who were like, even buying it from doing that is not okay. And I'm just like, okay, well, these stores want to help us with our boycott, but they also want to get rid of the product. So, like, can we let them get rid of the product? They're not actively ordering anything else. They just want to get rid of the stuff that they have still in the store so that they can, because my local K-pop store actually wants to take, like, the RIIZE shelf down entirely, which is real. Like, love that they want to support that much. But they can't because it's literally fully stocked. So, I'm going to... Ateez is having a pop-up here in Orlando, and I'm thinking that same day I might hop in there and go grab those 2 albums and help their cause of getting rid of all their RIIZE albums so that they can fully support the boycott. Anyways, that's the thing. One of the other reasons why I don't really want to talk about the election is because, baby, I don't want my channel to get a little political because, no. This is a K-pop channel. I want it to be about the K-pop. Thank you. What was left on my list? Oh, ITZY. I've been seeing this discourse on Twitter the last couple of days, and it's genuinely pissing me off. Nothing was wrong with the gold rollout. The only thing that I will say that was potentially wrong with the rollout was the lackluster, as they call it, lackluster promo. I think this has honestly been one of their best promo eras, considering what we got for Born to Be, which, honestly, looking at what we got for Born to Be, I honestly don't blame Division 2, because, again, it was a 4-member comeback. There was a lot of hate towards them for even having a fucking comeback at the beginning of this year, because they were like, well, Leah's not here, what's the point? And I'm like, okay, kind of like the same way I felt about Sunghan, where it's like, yes, I love Leah, but Leah's on hiatus for her health. Why should the group, like, at the end of the day, these groups are not just one member. And I think that's kind of where some people lose the plot when it comes to K-pop. It's just like, they see their bias and that's the only member in the group. And I'm like, okay, love that for you. Maybe it's because I stand groups, and when I stand a group, baby, I stand the entire group. But I have my biases, of course, but I still stand the entire group. Like, I was rewatching my ITZY vlog, and low-key, looking back, I kind of regret the fact that I didn't spend a lot of time recording the other girls, because, you know, it was my first time seeing one of my alt biases in K-pop in person. Seeing Yeji was the first time I'd ever seen one of my alts, like, with my own eyes in person, as opposed to, you know, through the screen. So I was kind of just watching her the whole time, because, you know, also Yeji's a captivating performer. So, oh yeah, also those of you who love the nails, they are gone temporarily. We're gonna play along for a little bit. Me and my mom were talking about it, and she made a good point. She was like, well, if you don't become an assistant, you know, and if there's no movement by January, then just go back to doing whatever you want to do. Because at that point, like, you're just there to be there. And I was like, exactly. Well, not, you know, she didn't say it like that, but you know what I mean. Like, where the hell? Where? Oh, it's right here. I was like, where did the win-win spot go? I was like, I know I had one. I pulled this straight from the binder. Anyways, but yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people who are talking about what went wrong with the Gold album. Everyone feels the need that they can shit on Gold. Excuse the fuck out of me. I think the fuck not, you trick ass bitch. Is Gold my favorite album by them? Absolutely not. Or is it my favorite title track by them? Absolutely not. But some of you need to realize that they're not going to make another Wannabe. They're not going to make another Loco. They're not going to make another... I think they don't want to make it at this point. I think they want to continue to make what they want to make. Because at the end of the day, and this is the thing, some of y'all don't know what music is. Because some of y'all are so wrapped up in charts and this, that, and the third. What happened to the album's good? Okay, these... Okay, I remember how I took everything out, but it's honestly okay because I wanted to reset up him. Anyways, he's having a comeback in January or Q1. I'm excited. Speaking of Q1, I think I mentioned this, but I don't remember, so I'm gonna mention it again. Kai is coming out of the military, literally on like February 10th, and SM already has him a comeback within Q1, which by the way ends March 31st. So. Love that for me. Love that for him. Not so much for me because, again, 127 and S4 are both going to be on tour in February, which means by March, I'm going to be probably recovering financially from that. I am going to reset up Mark, Taeyoung, and Jaehyung, but I think I'm going to end Win-Win. I think I'm going to get the 4 of them a new binder because I am going to try to collect every one of their album cards. Just album, not non-album. Just album cards. What goes here? We're going to put the poster card here. Yeah, I feel like that's a good idea. Then this S Mini card. JK, it was vending machine. And then S Mini. Yeah, because I put them in order. But I am going to do like a separate video for that. Probably sometime after the Ateez come back. Because again, I want to get all my pre-recorded stuff set up to Ateez. Because I want to pick back up with the brand new videos that you guys are seeing right around the time that they're filmed. When Ateez have their comeback. This is the Korean house. And this is the Target card. This is another reason why. Jaehyung, I need his pile. So we are now on day 3 without Jaehyung, and honestly, it's been kind of going by fast. So, I'm not going to keep track of, like, when is he coming back. I'm not going to do that to myself. I'm just going to be like, you know what? Obviously, he comes back May 2026, so I want to be done with his entire photocard collection of what I'm collecting, which is every album card, including Japanese and Kinos. That's where I'm like, ooh, if I have to, I may just, you know, when it comes to Jaehyung, I'm going to be okay if I don't finish all of his stuff, because again, I think part of me wants to take Lucas's solo out of the solo section and put it with his photo cards, but we're going to leave it for now because I do like it there. But I think it's just because, like, I've been working on templates and wish lists for my trade sell account, but also just templates in general because I always use other people's, and I'm like, you know what? For fun, I made it one day, and I was like, it's really not that hard to make templates. Maybe I can start doing my own instead. So that's kind of what I've been doing. And these are all collections. I need to go through and figure out if I'm actually collecting any of this shit anymore. Dream's comeback is literally on Monday, and I'm so excited. I've already decided. I was talking with Meg about this. I'm only gonna get the Real City version, which I wasn't gonna get, but that's what the Target version is. Like, Target is the real version concept, so that's what we're gonna do. And then I'm gonna get one from Target, one from Walmart, so that I can, no matter who I pull, I can try to trade for Mark. And then I'm going to get the vertical flip book, probably from my local K-pop store if they have it anytime after the comeback. But I don't remember if my local K-pop store is participating in the full SM boycott. Obviously, I'm not participating in the full SM boycott. And you know what? I made that decision, so I'm not gonna go back on it. I tried. I really tried, y'all. I'm not kidding. Like, I went a whole week and a half with, but then again, it only sucked because the problem is like, half of my top 10 groups are SM groups. Like, so it was really, really hard, and I couldn't do it, and I gave up. I will admit I gave up. Anyways, I wrote Stray Kids. Oh, Stray Kids tour. Let's talk about it. So obviously, you know, they've said that they're coming to America sometime in 2025. I'm thinking summer if they're going to be in stadiums. I'm trying to decide if I'm still going to go. Me and Chloe were talking about this. She's going to go, obviously, because they're her alts, but unless they go to Atlanta, which they probably will, but unless they do, my fear is the scalpers. The scalpers. I need to figure out if there's a way I can get into a pre-sale or something, which is another reason why I'm trying to get my money right so I can be ready for that. Twice as well, because Twice is rumored to be going on a 10-year anniversary world tour, which means, baby, that set list is going to be magical. But also, one of my biggest regrets of 2023, there's multiple, 2 of them are K-pop related, and that was, I had the opportunity to go see Twice in Atlanta, and then I also had the opportunity to see Blackpink in Jersey, and I didn't do either one. And I regret it so much because, especially Blackpink, because, well, girl, no one, they're allegedly still a thing, but girl, we have not really seen them together. I mean, obviously we've seen them, like, you know, supporting each other solos, but we have not seen them girls together in like 6 months to a year. So, yeah. Anyways, I think I've talked about the aespa tour. I've talked about the NCT tour. If you're going to the Duluth show, let me know and we can, you know, link up. I'm going to the Duluth show. I'm just trying to figure out, like, is it going to be just me? Because I was looking at it, I could theoretically fly into Atlanta and then just Uber across to the show. Or I could drive up. But since I'm going to be trying to save money, I think I might just fly in Uber. Because then I won't be tempted to go to the K-pop stores up there. Because, you know, they have a lot of good K-pop stores. It's not shy. Then this one. So I wanted to look at it. And then we talked about HYBE. I talked Twice. I just talked about Twice. And I also talked about their comeback. I talked about the 17 tour, Ateez comeback, NEXZ comeback, aespa tour, Kai comeback, Mark solo. So I think I talked about everything that was on my list. And I think we've now double sleeved every card. So let me give you guys a little sneak peek. This is our current stack for my NEXZ storing photocard video. Pretty good. Oh wait, these are the ones that I needed to sleeve still. So we'll sleeve them right now, actually. So these are the cards for my NEXZ storing photocard video. And I did finally get Che's card. I traded with somebody on Instagram and it got here actually pretty quickly. These 2 Ateez birthday cards are going to piss me off, so I'm going to take them out for right now. Get this in here. Put these underneath. So yeah, let's go ahead and sleeve these up so I can post them on my trade sale, but I want to... I need to fix this. This is annoying me. So y'all know I have LED lights. Well, I don't know if you know that, but now you do. I have LED lights, and we're just gonna single sleeve these because they're just going in my trade cell binder. Also, I don't have the other sleeves. I don't think anyone's gonna want to buy these unit cards. I don't understand why we did what we did with the unit cards. I know I mentioned in my ITZY and aespa unboxing that I was going to get more albums, but I've now decided to not get more albums for each. I already have 2 aespas and 1 of each photo book for ITZY, or 2 of each photo book for ITZY, so I'm not going to buy any more albums, but I am going to... I need to look at my binder, because I feel like I don't have that Che in there. Or this Rugen. Hold on. Let's put these 2 to the side for now. But I don't understand like what the thought process was with these unit cards, because how am I supposed to trade this away when everyone and their mother has this unit card? Because I have 6 of them. I got 1 in each album. So yeah, anyways. I'm excited though. I am already planning my outfit for the 127 concert so that I don't get... Because with Dream, I loved my outfit for the Dream concert. But the problem is I made that outfit like 2 days before the concert. Like 2 days before I flew out to California for the concert. Because I was gonna do Candy, like Mark from the Candy concept. You guys know which one I'm talking about. I'll put it on the screen anyways. But I was gonna do that, but I waited too long to get the pieces and everything, to the point where the problem is I live in Florida of all places, so I don't need a white puffer coat in August. In fact, I need a tank top in August. Where's my ITZY binder? It's aespa binder. I promise we're still gonna make this cover. I'm just haven't done it yet. We are gonna store some photo cards in this video because I want to get these trade cell ones into the trade cell binder and out of here. Okay, so this one is a dupe. And okay, I don't know why I thought for sure that these weren't. Okay, I need to finish this set, this set, this set. I haven't got a single digipack yet because none of my local retailers have one. I do have Che, so let's go ahead and mark her off real quick. Actually, I'll do this off camera. I'll show you guys actually. So this is what I do when I get a card. I'll go in here and I'll put the little dot that you guys, if you guys watch my story and photo card videos, then you know those dots. And I'll put the little dot so that it marks that it's here, because sometimes I'll look in my binder when I'm gonna go, like, sometimes I get bored and I'll go on Poke Market and then I'll go in my binders and look and see what cards I need, and I'll add them to my wish list. So let's get the chaos binder out so I can put all of the stuff away from it. Just because I want to get this box mostly empty so that I can fill it back up. I'm not planning on buying any more photo cards for right now. I was going to, obviously, we've talked about this, but I've decided to kind of hold off for now. Jesus, oh my God. Was it? We need to move the So yeah, I still have this extra unit target card. So if you want this unit target card, hit me up on my trade sale. I still need Karina and Winter for the Whiplash target card, but you know what? I might just buy them. I might just buy another copy and see if I pull. Did I store a unit card away? I did. Okay. I was like, did I store them away? Because I don't remember. I genuinely don't remember if I like ever storing them. Where's my page binder? Oh, it's literally, I'm looking at it. So yeah, I may buy one more like Whiplash album, maybe two, just to see like what I can pull. See if I can pull, because I really want to trade for OT. I do need to check. I need to actually, like, okay, this is my biggest problem. If you're watching my channel and you DM'd me on my trade sale, the reason why I say comment is because I'm so bad at checking my DMs because, well, I just am bad at it. That's pretty much it. There's no real reason. I just am bad at it. And it's funny because you would think for someone who's in, you know, a financial situation and needs money, you think I would check that account more often so I could, you know, get money off of it. But I'm just so bad at checking that account. I think it's just because I'm always on my main K-pop account. I'm always on Jordie's Corner, not Jordie's Corner's trades, because, well, that's where all my fan accounts and everything are. And that's where I be nosy as hell with everybody. I don't know where this DK card came from, but okay. Oh! That's right, Kaylee, I think, was it Kaylee or Meg? I think it was Kaylee gifted it to me. But I literally have that card already. With Whiplash. Okay, now that that's done, let's go ahead and... I need to finish this. This is ridiculous. I need to finish this. This is why I decided this era, I'm just gonna focus on my two biases for the exclusives. And just in general, because it's ridiculous. I'm so far behind on so many collections, but you know what? It's okay. I just have to remind myself sometimes that I did start collecting in February, like, of this year. So looking at all my collections and how much progress I made on them, I'm really proud of myself. Anyways, that is going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this very chatty, very all over the place, chaotic ass video, please like, comment, and subscribe, because I'm gonna start doing some more of these, because my spirit feels so much better now that I've voiced my opinion on some things, and, you know, expressed my displeasure on others. Anyways, for those of you who stuck around for the over an hour and probably hour and a half long video, much love. Those of you who didn't, it's okay. If you skipped around, that's okay too. That's why there's timestamps. Because yeah, I'm gonna put timestamps for those of you who want to skip around and hear what I have to say about certain things. Anyways, with all of that being said, I will see you all in the next video. Bye.
Nothing is about being